same starting lineup. I feel like that is our veteran group that really gives us an opportunity to get off to a great start. Bailey, Caitlin, along with Zoe, Ava, and Abby Sanner, will continue to bring those young kids off the bench. I thought our young kids continued to get better. I think we're seeing some progress out of them, and I think we saw that in the Wawasee game. So, we're going to start that same lineup. Looking forward to it. Great opportunity to go get better.
Okay, go get him.
Thank you.
That's Lenny Krebs of the Lady Tigers. We'll come back and further preview tonight's game between Warsaw and Lake Central next on News Now Warsaw.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm.
And my immediate answer was no, but then the more I thought about it, the more I wondered.
And can give you the certainty of sound legal advice.
School is out.
That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock.
In theory,
I'm Jay
nobody's
Rigdon,
going to be
and
in the school.
I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116
the rest
for an
of this
appointment
week
to discuss your
and
legal
next
needs.
week.
Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Could I leave my equipment up?
Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? Cause the boys in blue car stalls won't start. Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do?
The only people who are going to be here are the athletes.
Take the next step, go records and net. Go with the guys who got the best tools.
It's a week.
I can't give you advice on that. You know that, but there's not going to be non-athletes coming through here.
Remember, when you get in a wreck, go records and net.
All right.
Progressive Insurance, Home Depot, Babbel. You recognize the names? Know what they have in common? Effective advertising. It boosts top of mind. When consumers are making purchase decisions, they think of brands or retailers they already know. Radio works because listeners remember ads. 82% per Nielsen. Yep, radio's ad recall is 82% when listening to great radio stations like the one you're listening to right now. Let us help your business grow. Contact Woody at woody@kensington.media, where we are working for you.
Find out what's happening in your community on In the Know, Saturday mornings at 7 on News Now Warsaw.
When the Lady Tigers make a free throw tonight, it scores a donation for the kids in Kosciuszko County. For every Lady Tiger free throw this season, Alderfer Bergen & Company will donate $2 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund through the Kosciuszko Community Foundation. Alan Alderfer and Mike Bergen started the fund to help parents in Kosciuszko County who take their children to Riley Hospital for children with expenses like gas, food, and lodging. Alderfer Bergen & Company, Financial Planning, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Tonight's key matchups are brought to you by Arby's on State Road 15 north of Warsaw, Warsaw's only locally owned and operated Arby's restaurant. From the market fresh sandwich to the classic beef and cheddar, Arby's has you covered. Arby's on State Road 15 north of Warsaw, a proud supporter of the Warsaw Tigers. Warsaw winner in their last outing. They won at Wawasee on Saturday, 51-29. I was not there because the boys were playing at Grace. Rob was. Mr. Reniker, would you kind of give us a thumbnail sketch of what you saw in Syracuse?
Yeah, Warsaw did a really good job of pressuring Wawasee. In fact, they forced Wawasee into 22 turnovers on that night, and Warsaw really dominated inside. Warsaw out-rebounded Wawasee 35-18, and really had their way with the inside game. And, I think they just essentially just wore Wawasee down.
Bailey Stevens had 15 points. She had 3 rebounds, 3 steals. She was efficient on offense, Rob, 6 out of 10. But that's one of the things that Lenny Krebs is talking about when he says we generate a lot of our offense with our defense. That leads to fast break opportunities. That's where the Lady Tigers did so well last Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely they did. They were forcing those turnovers. They were quicker than Wawasee. When they get into transition, they had numbers, and they got a lot of easy baskets as a result.
Abby Sanner, 12 points and 9 rebounds, but just 4 of 10 from the field and 4 of 6 at the free throw line. And Caitlin Krebs had another good game, 10 points on 4 of 9 shooting with a couple of 3-point baskets. They did go into the bench a little deeper. They did get some kids in toward the end of the game because they know that this tonight's going to be a big deal. This is a big game in midweek for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely, and the game was pretty much decided early on, so Warsaw was able to rest their starters. And just to go a little deeper as to how much they dominated inside, is that Warsaw ended up with 15 offensive rebounds in that game and gave up just 3 offensive rebounds to Wawasee. So they really did a nice job playing fundamentally sound, blocking out, and not allowing second chance points.
Warsaw averages 48.5 points per game, 34 points against. They're number 25 in scoring defense out of almost 400 schools in the state of Indiana, shooting 40% from the field. They shot 43% at Wawasee on Friday night or on Saturday night. They've hit 54 three-pointers in 13 games. They shoot 31% from beyond the arc. Their free throw percentage has passed that point at which you could say they are a good free throw shooting team. 72% is kind of that number for girls basketball, and they are there. They did it with 13 out of 16 at Wawasee. They out-rebounded, as Rob said, Wawasee by 17. Turnovers, those numbers have come up a little bit. They were down in between 11 and 12 early in the year. Now that's up to 14. How concerned you are about that?
You always got to be concerned when your turnovers go up. The Tigers are playing a little more in transition. They're trying to press the pace. Sometimes that's going to cause you to get a little more careless to your turnovers going up. And, when you want to do that, I guess you've got to live with that. If you're going to get the transition baskets, you have to expect that your turnovers are going to go up a little bit.
Lake Central is 10-2. They are rated number 10 in the most recent AP poll, and that poll will remain in place through the holidays. They started the season by beating the consolidated Hammond school, Hammond Central. They beat them 83-6. Then they lost to South Bend, Washington. South Bend, Washington, the defending 3A champs, of course, and off to a terrific start and very much in the hunt for another championship this year. They lost to them by 8. And then they went on a run. They won 9 in a row. They beat Penn. They beat Hammond Knoll. They won at Hanover Central. They won at Chesterton, who we are going to see next week. They won at Highland, and they won at Munster. Then starting to get into games that look familiar. They beat Merrillville by 11. Remember, the Lady Tigers beat Merrillville up at Crown Point. And then they beat Andrean. They beat St. Joe easily. And then they lost to Crown Point last weekend, Friday to be specific, in overtime, 51-48. They average 60 points a game. They're giving up 35. This is a very, very good team.
This is a very, very good team. I had a chance to watch the first half of the Crown Point Lake Central game, and this is really a talented group. They're very athletic. All of them just great basketball skills. They handle the ball well. They play under control. They shoot the ball well from the outside. They're very quick to the basket. They get a lot of offensive rebounds because of that quickness. This is really a good group.
They have 3 players that average either in double figures or very close to it, led by Anaya Bishop, a 5'9" sophomore. She's averaging 15 points and 4 rebounds a game, shooting 57% from the field. They also have Vanessa Wimberley, a 5'5" freshman who is lightning fast. Rob saw her on film. She is electric, 10 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, leads them in steals with 38 through 12 games. And then they have Riley Loznick, a 5'7" sophomore, averaging 9 points a game. Her dad is the boys coach at Lake Central. So assuming that they're out of practice, Coach Malosnik is watching us here at Warsaw-Tigers.com. We got to know Coach during his time when Warsaw was playing Lake Central in boys basketball, and we're looking forward to bringing him a good broadcast tonight. This is a Lake Central team, as we said, averaging 60 points, giving up 35, shooting 42% from the field, 32% for three-point range. They've hit 57 threes through 12 games. The one thing is their scores have been wide enough that free throws have not really been a big issue. They're 61% at the free throw line, but they haven't played in a lot. They've been beating teams by a wide margin where free throws haven't mattered at the end of games. Could matter tonight.
It could matter tonight. That could be their Achilles heel. That's one of the areas that they don't do very well. Their field goal percentage is good, three percentage is pretty good, but they don't shoot free throws well. So we'll see if that comes into play tonight.
What are your keys, sir?
Well, the keys are going to be they like man-to-man pressure, full court. You got to be able to handle that. I think we have to keep them off of the offensive boards because they're so quick to the boards, and you got to get a hand in their face. They love to shoot the three, and they shoot it very well.
Warsaw is 4-1 at home this season. They'll look to make it 5-1 here in just a few minutes. Warsaw and Lake Central. Happy holidays basketball to you when we come back on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road in Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
If you are a current student, a student returning to school, or an adult learner pursuing a degree in healthcare, and you live in Kosciuszko County, there's financial support available to make your college dreams possible. The Cuesta Education Foundation partnership with K21 Health Foundation provides financial aid to current students, students returning to school, or adult learners from Kosciuszko County pursuing a bachelor's degree in healthcare. Apply today for Cuesta's Contemporary Scholars Program. Visit QuestaFoundation.org or call 260-407-6494.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Would you believe that Lake Central and Warsaw have never played before in high school girls basketball? They haven't until this moment. This is their first ever meeting. They become the 81st different Indiana school to play the Lady Tigers since 1975-76, and the 85th overall because there have been 4 from the Chicagoland area. These two programs account for 3 of the previous 45 state championships and 7 state finals. The two coaches, Lenny Krebs in his 5th season, a record of 73-36. In 19 years, a record of 203 and 210. Joe Huppenthal, who was the boys coach when we first met him at South Bend Clay, he's been the girls coach at Lake Central now for 6 seasons with a record of 85 and 52, and in 13 seasons overall coaching, 201 and 91. The Warsaw Combined Choir is down in the middle of the floor. They will be singing tonight's national anthem. It is a very sparse holiday crowd. A lot of people with the end of school today at the start of Christmas break got out of here and went somewhere else, and we totally get that. And we wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Friends and families, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by the Warsaw Community High School Select Chorale under the direction of Cassandra Petrie.
The choir's currently moving into their seats right behind the scores table. And now the introduction of the players.
Friends and family, it's time to meet our guests. Lake Central Indians. A 5'5" freshman, number 1, Vanessa Wimberley. A 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Riley Malosnik. A 5'9" senior, number 23, Caitlin Zajeski. 5'11" senior, number 30, Essence Johnson. And a 5'9" sophomore, number 33, Anaya Bishop. Lake Central is coached by Joe Huppenthal. Assistant coach is Thomas Smith. Now, let's meet your Warsaw Tigers! Number 5, Zoe Bergen. A 5'6" senior at guard, number 11, Bailey Stephens. A 5'9" sophomore at forward, number 15, Ava Eagle. A 6'2" senior at forward, number 31, Abby Sanner. And at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 35, Caitlin Krebs. The Warsaw Tigers are coached by Lenny Krebs. Assistant coaches are Jack Beer, Jim Spiker, Kevin Bragg, and Hannah Wanamaker.
And your officiating crew tonight, 3 of our favorite people in the whole world. I feel like we said that a lot lately. You have Brent Patrick, Kirk Robinson, and our good friend Jack Rupley, who we haven't had in the Tiger Den for a while. We first met Jack when he was coaching the baseball team at Manchester. We were doing some high school baseball, and he was a tremendous help. And then we immediately saw him that next winter during basketball season. He says, I've been refereeing for a long time. And I said, I've probably seen him, didn't even know him. So, Lake Central is dressed in midnight blue. They have white numbers and they have black trim. They will work from east to west or from far side to near in the opening half. Warsaw on the home white uniforms, black numbers trimmed in orange. Sanner and Johnson to jump it up. Brett Patrick's got the ball. Up she goes, and we're underway, and the tip controlled by Lake Central. And here they come. Warsaw starts out in a man-to-man. Wimberley to Johnson. Down to the near far corner for Zajeski. Zajeski. Johnson left a key beyond the arc. Hands off to Wimberley. Wimberley trying to drive around Stevens. Can't get by. Still trying. And does. And banks it high up the glass. No good. Sanner had the rebound knocked out of her hands. Stevens comes up with it. It's knocked out of her hands by Malosnik and out of bounds to Warsaw. Here comes the pressure by the Lady Indians.
Yeah, it's true. And against Crown Point, it was a man-to-man pressure. They pressured the ball pretty tightly. Everybody else dropped off.
Egoff accepts the inbounds pass. Now to Bailey Stevens underneath the basket. She'll start up the middle and then angle left. Left wing right in front of the Lake Central bench to Krebs. Down to Sater, low block left. Backs down, shoots it up, and it's good. It took a little longer than she would have liked, but the result counts, and Warsaw leads 2-0.
Yeah, nice job going right away down into the low post. Abby Sanner with the height advantage down there did a nice job of converting here early.
Out top, this is Bishop. Bishop now to Malosnik. She'll bring it out. Stevens will chase her. Johnson pumps it down inside to Bishop. She'll turn and shoot and score. Anaya Bishop is their leader at 15.5 points a game. She's tied it at 2. in transition. Bergen down to Egoff. She split a double team. Fakes, lost it, got it back, trying to get it out of there, and did to Krebs for 3, and it's good. Caseland with her 30th three-pointer of the year, and Warsaw has a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, Lake Trento a little off defensively that time. The Tigers had girls open all over the court.
Wimberley dribbles left, hands off in the weave to Bishop. She's followed, off a heavy screen at the foul line. High pick and roll, bad pass, taken away. Egoff the steal, racing down and scores. Ava Egoff makes it 7-2. Lady Tigers almost 2 minutes into the varsity game.
Yeah, the Tigers obviously they've got a lot of energy here early on, and it helps when you convert early. That just makes that energy level go up.
Bishop puts the ball on the floor against Bergen, backs her down to the foul line, nowhere to go. Throws it off to Wimberley. Wimberley will jog it out near the center circle. Now to Malosnik. Puts the ball between her legs, drives it down in, throws it back out. Johnson for a long jumper. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound's grabbed by Stevens. And then Stevens is fouled by Malosnik in the backcourt. That's the first foul on either team in the game. It's out of bounds to Warsaw. It's off to a very good start, leading by 5.
Yeah, very good start. The Lady Tigers here, they're hitting their shots early, and that's huge to help you build that momentum and that confidence.
Bergen to throw it in, gets it into Krebs. Krebs will jog it up the middle. Now bounces to Stevens, still 15 feet in the backcourt. And Bailey takes it across the line, left side to Krebs. From NBA range, good. Hello.
When Caseland gets hot, I'll tell you, she can just fill it up from anywhere.
Chip Davenport felt the breeze of her jumping to shoot that ball from his seat at the scorer's table. 10-2 Lady Tigers. And Stevens reaches in and commits a personal foul. That's her first, team's first, out of bounds with 5:10 left in the quarter, and Warsaw leading by 8.
Yeah, and that's a silly foul, and that's the second touch foul they've called, so the girls have to adjust to that. They have to realize they can't reach in or they're going to get a foul called on them.
I will tell you, and I think anybody who's listened to our broadcast will have remembered hearing me say, I'd rather have the game called that way than have it be a wrestling match. Malosnik in front of the Warsaw bench. To the foul line, Johnson finds a cutting Bishop, who takes it up and missed it, but a foul called. Egoff was in the neighborhood, and it's going to be a foul on Sander, though. Abby with her first, team second. Free throws coming up here for Bishop, who's a 72% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Bishop did a great job of seeing a lane that time and going strong to the hoop and drawing the foul.
A 5'9" sophomore. Anaya Bishop, first one's up, and it is no good. As a team, we told you in the pregame show, Lake Central just 61%. Off to an 0-1 start here. Comes the second of 2 for Bishop, who again averages 15 points and 4 boards a game and shoots 57% for the field for the season. Bishop makes the second, 10-3, Lady Tigers. And here comes a diamond at 1 full court press now by Lake Central. Sainer up ahead for Bergen. Across the line, in the lane for Stevens. Kicks it out, threw it wide. And they're going to say it was tipped by Lake Central. It'll be out of bounds to the Lady Tigers.
I don't think either you or I saw that ball being tipped. I think we thought it went out, just threw it out of bounds.
And we admittedly didn't have a very good angle.
No.
Certainly not the same angle that Jack Rupley did. And because it helps Warsaw, we defer to his judgment. Down inside Sander, whistle and a foul called. This will be a foul against Lake Central. Zajeski in the post against Sander, put 2 hands in the middle of her back, and you just can't do that.
Yeah, and that's Abby Sander just being strong in the post that time before she caught the ball. As the ball was on its way in, she was already backing her way down to get better positioned out in the low post.
Krebs on the inbounds, bounces out for Stevens. Stevens looking left, dribbling right. And now flips it out to Krebs. Caseland directing traffic. Throws it to Sander toward the corner. Dumps it down to Egoff. Ava one-on-one on the block against Malosnik. Fakes, shoots, missed it. Tipped by Sander, grabbed by Sander. Blocked down in deep. Stevens comes out of there with it. Warsaw gets another chance. 4 minutes left to go in the quarter. Warsaw leading 10-3. Sander right corner. Krebs down the post. Up the sidelines. Bergen keeps it in. Out to Egoff. Egoff from the 17-foot spot, no good. Krebs back up, no good. Rebound, Bergen. Back out to Sander. Another chance for Warsaw. Bergen drives it to the foul line. Ball knocked away. She picked it back up. She's fouled. How many chances is that? 4, 5, 6?
And Warsaw is out hustling Lake Central right now. They are getting after it on that offensive boards. They're really doing a nice job.
The foul is on Bishop. That's her first, team's third. Stevens to throw it in for the baseline right at the far end. And she'll get it out to Bergen. Bergen drives it, stumbles down the lane, lost the ball. Taken away by Malosnik. Malosnik 1-on-2, behind the back dribble. Slipped it inside to Bishop and a whistle, and she traveled. Somebody got a hand on that ball, and it caused her to stumble.
I think that's a great way of phrasing it. I think it was Zoe Bergen. And Bishop caught it in transition, and she was moving when she caught it coming down the lane, and she ended up taking a couple of steps while she was juggling it.
Again, the diamond and one press on here by Lake Central. Egoff back to Bergen, lobs across the line to Stevens. Stevens angles off to the near side and then backs it out. 3.5 minutes left to play in the quarter. Warsaw off to a flying scoring start. Was up 10-2, now they lead 10-3. Sainer, pass deflected out to Krebs. Krebs drives the left side of the lane to the block and flips it up and in.
Nice move by Caseland that time down the left side. Took off well away from the basket, but was able to get the ball in the hole with her left hand.
Caseland has 8 of Warsaw's 12. The Lady Tigers lead by 9. 3 minutes left to play opening period. Now Wimberley. Feels like forever since Crown Point's had the ball on the offensive end in a set. Malosnik for 3, and she missed everything. Stevens all alone on the weak side rebound. Stevens dribbles left, finds Krebs. Back out to Bailey and around to Sainer. Sainer right wing for Egoff. Ava faces up, throws it out to Krebs. She'll shoot another 3, and it's in and out this time. And the rebound's grabbed by Zajeski for Lake Central. In a hurry comes Wimberley. Wimberley, spinorama, ran into Sander, lost the ball. Stevens takes it away. Stevens takes off with it. 2-on-1, bounces to Egoff, who put it out. Betty in, and a foul. Ava Egoff with her second basket and a chance for a 3-point play, and Warsaw leads the number 10 team in Indiana by 11.
What a great sequence that time at both ends of the court. Wimberley, nice job driving to the hole, but Sander held her ground, and Wimberley ended up losing the ball, and the Tigers in transition got it done.
Timeout, 2:17 left to play. We're going to keep it here with Warsaw in the lead, 14-3.
Yeah, Warsaw doing a nice job at the offensive end, even in their sets, because that's where they have struggled, is when they've had to slow it down. But they're finding the open girl. They're mixing it up by taking good outside looks and also getting the ball down into the post, and they're finishing. That has been an area where they've really struggled this year, is when they get inside. They've struggled to put the ball in the hole. They are finishing tonight.
The Crown Point game, the Columbia City game being the prime example of that. Game plan was to throw the ball into Abby Sander down inside. They got the ball to Abby down inside, and she just could not throw that ball in the ocean, standing right next to the beach.
Yeah, and tonight you've got Egoff finishing inside, Sanders finishing inside, Krebs, Caseland went strong to the hoop, finished inside, so the ladies are putting the ball in the hole.
The foul, by the way, was on Essex Johnson. That's her first. Egoff shooting for her 5th point. And she shoots it up there, and it rolls in. What a start for Warsaw. 15-3 with 2:15 left to play in the opening quarter. Wimberley. Abby Peterson into the game at that break. She got all that one, and Peterson comes out of there with it. Long pass up the near sideline to Krebs. Quickly down to Egoff on the low block right. Works her way inside. A whistle and a foul is going to be called. Lake Central went to their bench too. Nadia Clayton's going to get this foul. That will be their 5th foul, and 5 different players will each have one.
That time Ava Egoff, very aggressive offensively, got great position on the low post. As soon as she caught the ball, she looked at the defender, figured out which way she could make a spin move, and she got fouled.
Peterson inbounds to Krebs, steps back for a 3-pointer, book it. Caseland Krebs averages 10 points a game. She's got 11 in the first 6 minutes. It's 18-3 Lady Tigers. Right side for Bishop. Cutting inside and a drive and a shot that's blocked. Clayton had her shot blocked by Sander, then it's kicked down the floor. Egoff will get to it and fall over it and out of bounds. Ava is fine. She is laughing. We're also laughing for her.
Yeah, what great hustle by Ava. She sprinted the full length of the court, stopped the ball about 2 feet from the end line, and then tripped and landed on the ball as she went out of bounds.
I looked down And so I'm not sure how the ball ended up rolling down there. Somebody kicked it.
Yes.
Inside they go to a new kid, Kylie Blevins, and that's blocked by Egoff. They brought Blevins in. She's a little sturdier to try to guard Sander. Peterson behind the back dribble across the line, left side Krebs. Caseland back out to Peterson, around to Egoff, right wing for Bergen. Bergen back to Krebs, off a screen, 3 more, yes. 14 in the first 7 minutes for Caseland Krebs. It's 21-3 Lady Tigers. 50 seconds left to play first quarter. Wimberley in the center circle. Peterson not close enough for a count. Now to Clayton. Clayton looking and holding. And now dribbles off a heavy screen at the top. Trying to get around the corner, but keeps running into Sander. Won't let her loose. Abby's chasing her out there. The count is on. Now it breaks. They hand off to Wimberley. She'll drive in and float one over Krebs, and she missed it, but a foul is called. And that'll be on Caseland, I think, and send Wimberley to the free throw line. Caseland with her first, team's third.
Yeah, the Tigers did a great job of switching there, helping each other out, stopping the penetration, and finally Wimberley found a little lane. She went strong to the hoop and got fouled.
At the free throw line this season, she's only 58%. First one top and good. That's her first point. It comes with 28.8 left. And a first quarter dominated by the home team. Wimberley now for the second of 2. Lake Central clears everybody out. They are set up in their full court pressure defense. And Wimberley missed the second. Rebound to Sander. Outlets to Peterson. 26 seconds left to play in the period. Krebs trapped, pass deflected back to Peterson. Across the line, bounces to Bergen, and then she threw it wide, and Krebs could not reel it in, and it goes out of bounds to Lake Central.
Yeah, you hate to see that. That's a missed opportunity right here at the end of the first period, as the Tigers would have had an opportunity to pull the trigger at the end.
Malosnik in for Wimberley for the final 17 seconds of the first quarter. Warsaw leading by 17. Malosnik against Peterson, 9 seconds, now 8. Looking for Bishop, can't get her the ball. Malosnik dribbling around against Peterson, trying to shake her free, and did. Shoots a 17-footer air ball. Krebs the rebound, ball knocked out of bounds. Buzzer sounds. What a terrific first quarter for Warsaw. They lead after one, 21-4 over number 10 Lake Central. Quarter number 2 begins in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Maybe it's the first time you remember piling in the whole family to go sledding. Maybe it's the first time you remember riding along with Dad as he plowed the driveways after a big snow. Maybe it's the memories of your Sunday best and priceless moments thinking about things learned, sitting quietly in the back seat as the world went by. No matter where you go or what you drive, build memories together this season. Happy holidays from all of us at R&B Car Company.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
1 quarter behind us, and what a quarter it was. Warsaw 21, Lake Central 4.
Wow, and these numbers reflect that. In that first quarter, Lake Central with just 2 turnovers, Warsaw with just 3 turnovers. Warsaw 8 of 13 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point range. Lake Central just 1 of 5 from the field, but Warsaw out-rebounded Lake Central 13-1.
Egoff against the half-court trap, gets rid of it to Stevens. Stevens up the sideline, picks up her dribble. Now to Krebs, right wing. The baseline to Sander. Sander back out to an open Stevens, threw it over her head and out of bounds. Abby threw that ball left-handed, and it slipped right off the end of her fingers and shot right over Bailey's head. She had no chance.
Yeah, and that time Lake Central came with kind of a half-court trapping press, and so the Tigers, they ended up panicking a little bit and throwing the ball away.
And it'll be Clayton to throw it in. Bounces it into Johnson, who has not yet scored. Pass tipped toward the backcourt. Grabbed there by Zajeski. Now Johnson. Tracked out there by Egoff. Left side for Malosnik. She picks up her dribble. Bounces it out for Clayton. Clayton holding between the circles. Loosely guarded by Peterson. Drives it right, throws it out to Johnson. Out of the near corner for Bishop, back out for Malosnik. Malosnik against Krebs, dribbles out between the circles. Now crosses over, dumps it down to the baseline. She thought Clayton was going to go to the basket. She didn't, and it goes out of bounds into the crowd. Warsaw ball.
Lake Central's offense is built on kind of a weave where they try to get some penetration and then they're able to dish off. And this Tiger defense, they're playing an aggressive man-to-man defense, and Lake Central hasn't been able to get that penetration that they're looking for.
Wimberley comes in for Lake Central. Did she check in?
I don't know that she did.
No, not really. Isn't it funny? They've been playing, this is their 13th game. It's no offense against Lake Central because it happens almost every game we see. The girls just kind of run by the scores table and then just keep running, and that's not how you do it.
Yeah, they go from the bench onto the floor and don't report in.
Krebs a three that bounces off the back of the rim and out of bounds. It'll belong to Lake Central. We played a minute of the second. Warsaw leading 21-4. That was the score at the end of the period. And I thought that one was going in too. Wimberley in the backcourt, runs by Stevens with the basketball, crosses over to the right, kicks it out for Malosnik. She'll shoot a three over Krebs. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Brooke Winchester, who just came in. She couldn't grab it. It's grabbed by Bishop. So they get a reload. Wimberley hands back to Bishop. Bishop trying to get around the corner, couldn't get past Winchester. On the weave, this is Clayton. Kicks it out for a long jumper that is good, and it's a three-pointer by Anaya Bishop.
And that's what Lake Central does so well. That time they got the penetration, they were able to kick it back out for the open three-pointer.
She's got 6 of their 7. Winchester, touch pass down to Sander, hard to the rack, up and in.
Great ball movement by the Tigers that time. They got the ball to Winchester at the post, and she dumped it down low to Sander in the low post.
She was looking, though. She knew that she was open, so that matters.
Yeah, that matters a lot. Winchester did a nice job with the ball at the elbow.
Wimberley crosses over left and right, kicks it out for Bishop. She'll drive the baseline, lob it back out to Wimberley. She'll fake and float one up from 8 in the lane. It's no good. Rebound is Stevens for the Lady Tigers. Bailey, long pass, left sideline for Krebs. Caseland back out to Stevens. To Winchester, around to the right corner to Peterson. Peterson back to Krebs. Out of the left side for Stevens. Stevens says, hey, Brooke, go to the corner. Let's open things up a little bit. Sander between the circles, right side Krebs. Krebs holding and looking. Out to Peterson off a screen. She'll run down the lane. She'll shoot it lefty and in.
Nice job by Peterson. A good, strong move going down the middle of the lane and finishing with her left hand.
25-7 Warsaw over number 10 Lake Central with 5:10 left to play here in the first half. Wimberley angles off the right, hands off from Malosnik. Now to Bishop between the circles. Holding head high, and a pass is tipped and stolen. Stevens, the race is on. Bishop is back. Stevens puts on the bottom of the rim, no good. Sander the rebound, back up and in. That's your big post player that was down here on the block and ran 84 feet to follow up and make it a 20-point Lady Tiger lead. What a first half for the Lady Tigers. Wimberley drives, floats, missed it short. Rebound off a pair of hands. Wimberley hit it last. It belongs to Warsaw.
And you know, the Tigers got some block shots early on, and now when Lake Central is going inside, they're adjusting their shots. They're not really getting a good look, and we saw it that time with Wimberley.
Peterson, Stevens, Krebs, Winchester, and Egoff in there. Sander gets a break. Peterson across the line gets the pressure. Krebs all the way back to the far side for Stevens, right back to Krebs. To the baseline for Egoff. Back out to Krebs and around to Peterson. Now to Stevens. She'll drive it into a double team. Lost the ball, but she got fouled in the process. It'll be an on-shooting foul and out of bounds. And I'm not sure the Lady Tigers have moved the ball this well in any game that we've seen so far this season.
I agree totally. And this is one of those nights where you want to penetrate when they're calling touch fouls, because if they reach in and try to strip that ball away, there's going to get a foul called against them.
Stevens out top against Wimberley, went behind the back and lost it, got it back, tried to flip it up, foul call. And this will be a shooting foul. Stevens fouled on her way to the basket. I think they got Zajeski for it. They did. That's her second. She's the first Lady Indian with 2. That's 17 fouls now in Lake Central. But Stevens was shooting, and after a 15-point game, a career high for her, she shoots 2, and it's up and in.
Yeah, you're right. This is as good as we've seen the Lady Tigers look offensively in a long time.
Krebs out. Bergen back in for Lenny Krebs. Looking for his 74th win in 4.5 years as head coach of the Lady Tigers. That one's up and good. 29-7 Warsaw over number 10 Lake Central. 4:08 left to play here in the first half. Wimberley off to the right. Milosnik off a double screen. Warsaw got through it. Now to Bishop. Bishop on the wing. Now Wimberley stop and go move. Up the left side. Shoots it and couldn't get it. But Zoe Bergen will get a personal foul for bumping her on her way to the basket. 2 free throws coming up for the Lady Indians, who average 60 points per game. They have 7 through 1.5 quarters.
Yeah, the Tigers are doing a great job of helping and stopping that penetration, and Wimberley that time got double teamed and stopped. She hesitated, as you mentioned, and the defense fell off, and she was able to go to the hoop from there.
Wimberley hits the first one. She has a unique free throw form. She's right-handed. Her right foot is way out in front. Her left foot is way in back, and she's almost facing us with her body when she shoots it. That one's way short. Rebound out to the free throw line, grabbed by Stevens. She's being chased from behind by Bishop. She's trapped out there. She needs help, and a whistle, and timeout is called by Warsaw. Timeout, Lady Tigers. It will be 8:30, so we'll take it. 3:46 left to play before halftime. Warsaw 29, Lake Central 8. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at NewsNowWarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
The Lady Tiger tournament is 1 week from tomorrow. 10 o'clock, Warsaw versus Chesterton. Game 2, Garrett, who's got a very good team this year, and Kokomo. Then the consolation game is at 6. Championship will follow that, and you'll hear the games that Warsaw plays in on News Now Warsaw. Across the line, Bergen, Stevens in the corner, Krebs wide open for 3, good. Caitlin Krebs, 17 first half points. It's 32-8 Warsaw. 3.5 minutes left to play first half.
Yeah, Caitlin's got it set on automatic right now. We want to be looking for her every trip down the floor.
Milosnik double teamed out to Wimberley. She'll drive around 2 Lady Tigers and shoot a 14-footer off the backboard, no good. Rebound in the lane, grab by Zajeski, and she puts it up and in. Bad break from the Lady Tigers there, 32-10. Peterson in the backcourt against pressure, lobs to the near side, Stevens. Stevens, maybe traveled, maybe not. Peterson out to Stevens. Krebs open again from the corner for 3. No, not this time. Rebound grabbed by Milosnik for Lake Central. Long pass down court deflected, grabbed by Bishop. Bishop at the foul line surrounded. To Johnson for a long jumper. That is no good. Out of bounds. Did somebody tip it? No. That's that bad look of a shot, out of bounds to Warsaw.
Yeah, I give credit to Zoe Bergen that time. Zoe was right in her face and forced her to really adjust her shot, and she shot an air ball on that one.
2:38 clock running, second quarter. Long pass ahead, Krebs. Lobs back across to Stevens. She'll shoot for 3. That's short. Bergen fights the rebound, couldn't get it. Zajeski has it for Lake Central. Just looking to string a couple baskets together. Wimberley drives in. Bergen got in the way and picks up a foul. That's her second. That'll be 5 team fouls now on the Lady Tigers. And out of bounds to Lake Central on the baseline right at the near end. Egoff back to the scorer's table for Warsaw. Bergen will take a seat with those 2 fouls. Johnson to throw it in. Looking, bounces in. Oh, she threw it wide to Bishop, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Bishop, did she stop or did she get run? So what happened there?
Yeah, she curled down the middle of the lane, and they thought she was going to go to the far post.
Okay.
So they ended up just throwing the ball wide of her, and they were so close to each other, there was no time to recover and get to the ball.
They had a wide open layup, and they let it get by. Warsaw by 22 with 2:15 left in the half. Pressure coming on. Stevens across the line, dribbles to the elbow, down inside Sainer. Pass hitter in the shins and went out of bounds.
Tough break that time. They had Sander coming across the lane into the low post. And Stevens made a nice bounce pass, but it went off the hands of Sander and out of bounds.
2 minutes left to play first half. 32-10 Warsaw against the number 10 team at 4A. They dare Wimberley to shoot a three. She did, missed it. Rebound to Jeski. Right back up over Egoff. She shot it short. She got her own rebound. Past the wing, knocked away by Sander and taken away by Peterson. What a play by Abby Sander, going horizontal to knock that one away. Stevens in the backcourt. Lobs to Peterson in the front court. Dribbling to the left. Out to Stevens. Now to Peterson. In the corner to Egoff. Back out to Peterson. Peterson dumps it into Sander, who's open, and scores.
What a great job by Peterson that time. Penetrating into the lane, drawing the defense, and dishing it to Sander in the low post.
They are picking them apart with 1:18 left in the half. It's 34-10 Warsaw. Wait till this halftime score pops up on Twitter around the state. Left side, Wimberley. Wimberley drives the foul line, throws it across. Clayton is back in. Clayton on the drive, spins on Peterson. Wild shot off the glass, no good. Krebs the rebound for Warsaw. Krebs in transition. Up ahead, left side, Peterson. Takes it to the arc, gathers, and shoots for three. Good. They can't miss. It's 37-10 with 45 seconds left to play in the half. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Can't wait to see the numbers. Veloznik out on the right. Drives in the lane, dumps it inside, shot up, no good by Jeski. Rebound to Krebs. Warsaw with a chance for the last say of an incredible first half. Stevens to the center circle. Dribbles right against Wimberley. Back towards the middle. She better give it up, and she just did, and a whistle and a foul call. Krebs bumped into by Malosnik. Her second. Krebs the free throw line to shoot 1-1 for Warsaw. She's already at her career high of 17.
Yeah, that's not a foul you want to commit that far from the basket and put Warsaw at the free throw line this late in the quarter, but the Tigers doing a great job of handling the ball.
Krebs to shoot for the season, 8 out of 13. It's a 1-1. First one's up, it's no good. Rebound to Egoff. Egoff fakes again, throws it out. Peterson in the corner, Krebs. She'll fake with 12 seconds. Out to Peterson now with 11, and Warsaw will back up and reset. Now it's Stevens down the lane, all the way in. Threw it up off the bottom of the rim, no good. 4 seconds left. Bishop in transition. Gonna try to go coast to coast. In the corner, Wimberley. A three at the buzzer, no good. What a first 16 minutes of basketball for the home team. Warsaw with an unbelievable 27-point lead here at halftime over the number 10 team in 4A. It's Warsaw 37, Lake Central 10. First half scoring comes your way after this 90-second break on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, I reckon in these states, and be the best race, take the next step, call records and depth, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and depth, to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and depth.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network. 99.7 FM, 1480 AM. NewsNowWarsaw.com. News Now Warsaw app.
The crowd that sang the national anthem at the beginning of the game is now doing a little halftime Christmas concert for us here at the Tiger Den. But the Lady Tigers were making the net sing in the first half. 37-10. Warsaw with the lead here at the intermission over the number 10 team in Class 4A, Lake Central. For the Lady Indians, Vanessa Wimberley, 2 points. Caitlin Zajeski, 2 points. Anaya Bishop, 6 points. And that's it. 10 points in 60 minutes for the Indians, who average 60 points per game. For Warsaw, Abby Peterson, a 2 and a 3 for 5. Bailey Stevens, a couple of free throws. Ava Egoff, 5, including a 3-point play. Abby Saner, 8. And Craislin Krebs, 5 3-pointers, 1 field goal, 17 first-half points. That equals her career high. It was 21-4 Warsaw at the end of one. Warsaw outscored Lake Central 16-6 in the second to lead 37-10 at halftime. We were tied once. That was at 2. Warsaw has had the lead ever since. Lake Central won the JV game 32-27. The Lady Tigers fall to 10-4. In those 4 losses, they've lost by a total of 9 points. Joey Rastrelli and Micaiah Lucas each with 7 points for Warsaw. Again at halftime, 37-10. Warsaw with the lead. The halftime stats brought to you by Alder Bergen are next on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Maybe it's the first time you remember piling in the whole family to go sledding. Maybe it's the first time you remember riding along with Dad as he plowed the driveways after a big snow. Maybe it's the memories of your Sunday best and priceless moments thinking about things learned, sitting quietly in the back seat as the world went by. No matter where you go or what you drive, build memories together this season. Happy holidays from all of us at R&B Car Company.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm. You want attorneys who know the law, who know how to solve your problem, and can give you the certainty of sound legal advice. That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock. I'm Jay Rigdon, and I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Now back to the Lady Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Warsaw 37, number 10, Lake Central 10 here at halftime. First half stats are brought to you by Alder Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. The choir, I will just tell you, the choir just sang every Christmas song you've ever heard in 5 minutes. They sang like 3 lines, and they went fast. It was pretty impressive. Rob will not go through the stats quite as quickly, but more efficiently. Rob, what do you have?
Okay, here we go. In that first half, Lake Central was 3 of 17 from the field. That's about 18%. They were 1 of 5 from three-point range and just 3 of 6 from the free throw line. The Lady Tigers in the first half were 14 of 24. That's about 58%. They were 6 of 10 from three-point range and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lake Central ended up with 6 turnovers in the first half. Warsaw converted those into 6 points. Warsaw ended up with 5 turnovers in that first half. Lake Central couldn't convert those into any points. Warsaw out-rebounded Lake Central in the first half, 21-9. Lake Central pulled down 4 offensive boards, converted those into 5 points. Warsaw pulled down 9 offensive rebounds and converted those into 10 points. Points off the bench, Lake Central didn't get any. Warsaw got 5 points from their bench.
Well, this is one I'd really like to see the points per possession, because I would have thought Warsaw shot a better percentage, but that's because it felt like they scored on every possession. So I'm guessing they had to at least play to like a 1.6 or 1.7.
It's got to be really, really high. That was a really impressive half of offensive basketball. Warsaw, one stat I didn't give that's on here is points in the paint. Lake Central got 4 points in the paint. Warsaw got 16 of their points down in the paint, and you got to like that number.
Well, and they pretty much got points from wherever they wanted to get points from.
Well, I tell you, sometimes we say when you shoot the ball well, it disguises not playing well. Well, Warsaw shot the ball well, and they played well offensively. They moved the ball exceptionally well. They were finding the open teammate, and they were knocking down the shots when they had open looks.
Warsaw 37, Lake Central 10. Those are the halftime stats brought to you by Oliver Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. We start the third with Lake Central in possession. We come back in 90 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, wrecking in these states and need the best rates, take the next step, call records and net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and net to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and net.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com, or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
This is Warsaw's Tiger Station. News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Again, if you weren't with us earlier, the Lady Tiger Tournament is a week from tomorrow on the 30th. That will start at 10 a.m. Warsaw will take on Chesterton in Game 1. Game 2 is Kokomo and Garrett. Consolation at 6, championship at 8. The girls tournament, the girls JV tournament, will be down the hall in the Career Center gym with the same matchups, but the order of the day games will be inverted so that Kokomo plays Garrett at 10 and the Lady Tigers will play Chesterton at about 11:30. The boys are playing next week too. Tuesday they have an 11 o'clock game against Pendleton Heights, and then they have a night game against South Bend, Washington. Then on Wednesday, they will take on Fort Wayne Dwenger. Sorry, I had a brain spasm there for a minute. And the 1992 state finals team, most of them will be here for events surrounding the day, including a shoot-around here in the Tiger Den, which will just be a blast. So we're looking forward to that. And then right off the bat, Lake Central has the possession, and Riley Malosnik, who averages 9 a game, puts one in for three-point range. It's 37-13. And Warsaw throws the ball out of bounds. Stevens throws it to Bergen, and it goes through her hands into the Warsaw bench. So a very inauspicious start to the third quarter.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's exactly what Lake Central needed, was to hit that first shot, and then the Tigers come down and turn it over right away. So not the start the Tigers wanted.
Wimberley hands off to Malosnik. Across to Bishop. Bishop back to Malosnik off a screen. Drives baseline cut off. Johnson down in deep. The ball hits Zajeski in the face. It's taken away by Krebs. Caseland down the left side. Oh, crosses over, puts it up and in, and a foul. Caseland Krebs with a new career high. Krebs puts it off the glass at home, and it's 39-13 and 1.
And Caseland is a phenomenal outside shooter, but I love it when she goes to the hoop. That time she went to the hoop strong and finished strong.
Johnson with her third. Krebs to complete the three-point play. It's no good. Now the rebound's grabbed by Lake Central. Krebs looking for her first ever 20-point game. This is a kid that's started just about every game for 4 years. 7 minutes left, third quarter. Warsaw 39-13 leaders over the number 10 team in Class 4A, Lake Central. Wimberley left to Key beyond the arc. Out to Zajeski. Back across to Johnson. Had the ball run right down the front of her. She'll drive in left to whistle. Offensive foul call. And Johnson's got her fourth.
And that's Zoe Bergen. Zoe Bergen is such a heady player. That time she knew she couldn't block the shot. She got set under the basket, kept her feet, didn't move, and allowed the offensive player to run her over.
So Johnson has to take a seat. Nadia Clayton into the game for the Lady Indians. And they'll come back with that diamond and one, three-quarter length press. Stevens up the far side to the timeline and across. Trying to get around Clayton, can't. We'll throw it out to Bergen. Bergen threw it away, threw it right to Wimberley. Now she'll dribble the timeline, spins away from Bergen. Takes it to the right, down the side of the lane, off the glass, no good. Tipped by Sander, grabbed by Bergen for the Lady Tigers. Zoe will start up the court on her own. Take it across the line in front of the scores table. Out to Sander. Now back to Stevens. Right side to Bergen. Bergen lobs it out to Krebs. Krebs to the left corner for Stevens. 4-3. It's good.
And that was NBA range. That time she was 3 feet behind the three-point line.
Bailey with 5. It's 42-13. Clayton right wing against Egoff. To the baseline, Zajeski right back in, ball tipped, and it's loose, and it's out of bounds. It's last touch by Clayton. It belongs to Warsaw again.
Yeah, and that time they were a little bit out of control. Lake Central was trying to go through the lane. There was a lot of Tigers there, and they ended up just losing control of the ball, knocking it out of bounds.
And now it's full court pressure by the Indians. You knew they weren't going to quit, and they're certainly not going to give up. They have just been run over by a Mack truck here in the first 2 quarters plus. Sander, low block right, wheels in, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Wimberley for Lake Central. She'll start up the near side, crosses over against Stevens, then back, then forth, and down the lane, and missed it. Rebound back up, no good by Bishop. Got her own rebound, a whistle, a foul called on the Lady Tigers.
And they just can't buy a bucket. That time Wimberley got to the basket, couldn't make the layup. They got the offensive rebound. They couldn't put it in the hole, and they finally got fouled.
They must think somebody's up there swinging that thing back and forth.
Boy, they must. I'll tell you, they just can't convert anything.
They swing it out to Wimberley. Wimberley steps into a 20-footer. That's short. Rebound. Krebs could corral it. Zajeski puts it up and in. Queso is down there trying to fend off 2 Indians. Long pass down court. Stevens threw it 15 feet beyond Egoff. Off the end line, out of bounds. With 5:14 left to play in the third. It's out of bounds to Lake Central.
Yeah, and that time Egoff was running the floor well, and she had beaten everybody down the floor, but she stopped. And it was after Stevens had let the pass fly.
All right, this sounds mean. Up 27. You got to be sure.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. You want to keep pressing to score, but you don't need to take chances.
Malostic against the 1-3-1 half-court trap. Lobs to Wimberley near side. Wimberley now trapped. Stumbles out of there, gets around it. Then throws to far side. Malostic did good to keep that in bounds. Clayton, right corner for Zajeski. Back out to Wimberley. Clayton in the corner. Zajeski for a 15-footer. She's fouled. Krebs ran right at her and took a terrible angle and picks up her second foul and sends Zajeski to the free throw line. And would you imagine a kid that's starting for them, that's played as much as she has only attempted 6 free throws all season.
Yeah.
This will be her 7th.
Isn't that a strange thing? Because she plays inside too, and so you would think at some point she'd be getting hammered in there on those offensive boards.
First free throw up and in. She averages 4 a game. She has 5. 42-16 Lady Tigers. And now the 5'9" senior will shoot again. And this one's up, and it's short. And it's grabbed by Clayton, and Clayton traveled. In her exuberance to get the ball to Bishop, who was open on the baseline, she took an extra step, and Warsaw will face full court pressure, leading by 26. Bergen on the near sideline to Egoff against full court pressure. Back to Stevens, one-on-one against Wimberley. And she lost the ball, and she got it back. Did they start a new count? Timeout. Lenny Krebs didn't want to take a chance. 4:34 left to play, third quarter. Warsaw 42, Lake Central 16. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball is a game. Your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find out what's happening in your community on In the Know, Saturday mornings at 7 on News Now Warsaw.
Roger and Rob with Steve back at the station, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. I would put this pretty high on the Christmas list of gifts if Warsaw could win this game the way they're winning it right now. They're up 26 in the middle of the third quarter over the number 10 team at 4A.
Yeah, victory over a top 10 team. It'd sure be a nice thing here at the holiday season.
Egoff from midcourt, puts on the floor, drives the block and shoots and missed it short. And the rebound sipped out long, it's grabbed by Wimberley. She takes off. Up ahead to Bishop, drives in and missed it. Rebound to Egoff for the Lady Tigers. Up ahead Krebs. Krebs on a counterattack. Drives down the lane all the way in, off the glass, and good. Caitlin Krebs has her 21 points, a career high, and it's 44-16 Warsaw.
Yeah, nice job by Abby Sanders. She was down there on the break, and she cleared out of the lane to pull the defense with her, allowing Krebs to go to the hole.
Three in the corner, Bishop, no good. Long rebound, tipped out, grabbed by Malosnik. She'll flip it to Wimberley. 3:40 left to play. Bad pass, Wimberley, taken away by Egoff. Right now for Lake Central must feel like there's 8 Lady Tigers. Bishop inside center transition, shoots it up and in. Abby in double figures for the 13th time in 14 games. It's a 30-point Lady Tiger lead. Clayton in front of her bench. Lobs all the way across. Malosnik fakes, ran into Krebs, and then Bergen ran into her and got a foul.
Yes.
Zoe ended up with the worst of it, but she gets a foul for it also.
She really did that time. And I love the way the Tigers, their approach here in the second half. A lot of teams would be...
Oh, hold on, Rob. They called that an offensive foul on Lake Central.
Well, it was initiated by the offense, but Zoe was not set. She was moving.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
So Malosnik has her third, and Warsaw ends up with a ball.
Yeah, I'm stunned by that call.
I'm stunned also. Stevens across the line near side to Abby Peterson, who just came in. She'll throw it down to Sander on the block. She'll face up, make a move, stripped away, and fights to get it back and can't. Malosnik. She'll lob it up ahead. Krebs will get to it first. It's tipped free and grabbed by Clayton. She'll drive in the lane and put it up and miss it, but a foul called. Peterson's going to get her first foul. Free throws coming up here for Lake Central.
And earlier I started to say I like the approach the Tigers are taking here in the second half. A lot of teams would be playing, trying not to lose and just hold the ball and use the clock. The Tigers continue to attack, and I love that.
Clayton at the line to shoot. She has not scored yet. She averages almost 6 a game. First one's up, it's in. Nadia with her first point. She's a 55% free throw shooter for Lake Central. 2:53 left to go in the third. Warsaw by 29. Over the number 10 team at 4A. Clayton shoots again, missed it. Rebound though, Bishop. She'll pull her way back in and score. Her first point to the second half, she has 8. Warsaw leads 46-19. Krebs up the far sideline, right in front of the Warsaw coaches. In the corner, Sander makes a fake, drives the baseline, put it up, lost it, whistle, foul call. Foul called on the drive. Sander to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul is going to be on Kylie Blevins. That's her first. 4 against the Indians here in the second half. Sander at the free throw line where she is 78% for the season.
Yeah, that time Sander getting the ball in the corner and going strong to the hoop from the corner.
Free throw up and in. Abby now with 11.
Showed us some ball handling skills that time, put the ball on the floor and went strong to the hoop.
If you'd have told me Warsaw with 2.5 minutes left to go in the third would be up by 28 to Lake Central on this night, I would have told you got into eggnog a little early. Free throw up, no good this time by Sander. Rebound to the Lady Indians. Bishop down court to Clayton. She runs in, off the glass, no good. Sander the rebound for Warsaw. Outlets far side to Krebs. Krebs drives down the right side, right past the Warsaw bench. Out to Stevens, around to Sander, now near side to Peterson. Peterson out to Krebs off a screen, 4-3, no. Long rebound, Stevens, right wing. Warsaw gets another crack at it. Stevens on the drive in the lane, floats it off the glass, good. Bailey now with 7, and it's 49-19 with 2 minutes left in the third. Wimberley in transition, down to Blevins on the baseline against Sander. She didn't want any part of it there, and she threw it away. Stevens the steal all by herself for 2 more.
Yeah, Lake Central at this point, they just got that disgusted look on their face right now. Wimberley just kind of looked at her teammates, and she didn't even hustle down on defense after the turnover.
Clayton left to the key beyond the arc. Out top for Blevins. Around to the right for Malosnik. She's guarded loosely by Krebs, out to Wimberley. She'll shoot a 3. It's banked, no good from straight out. Sander the rebound for Warsaw. Another one and done trip for the Lady Indians. 1:15 left third quarter. Left side Peterson. Down inside, traveling Cole. She caught the ball with her right foot on the floor, then put her left foot down, and then moved to her right one before she put the ball down.
Yeah, it looked like she thought about penetrating, and then she took a step, and then she decided she was going to pass the ball, and by then she'd taken a couple of steps.
So with 1:12 left in the third, Lake Central puts it in. Across the line, Wimberley. Right side, Malosnik. Out top for Soria. Down inside, ball blocked. Zajeski had her shot blocked by Sander. Stevens quickly up ahead to Krebs. Drives right, 15-footer, in and out. She's too close to the basket. How is she ever going to make that shot? Zajeski with the rebound for Lake Central. 45 seconds left in the quarter. They kick it in the corner, open. This is Soria for 3. It's short, long rebound, tipped and grabbed by Stevens for the Lady Tigers. Bailey down the middle of the floor, drives in, got hammered. Foul called. Zajeski hit her. I'm not sure that's who's going to get the foul. It's not. It's Clayton with her second. Winchester into the game, and Krebs will take a seat with 33 and change. It was not a shooting foul. Wimberley came over to check on Stevens. You okay? She did go flying. When Bailey goes flying, she goes flying arms and legs in every direction.
She really does.
Sander off the inbound, scores again. Abby with 13, and it's 53-19 in favor of Warsaw with 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Malosnik out to Wimberley, a catch and shoot 3, way long. Sander another rebound for Warsaw. Stevens, long pass down court. Bergen got behind everybody and put it off the glass, underhanded, no good. Rebound to Clayton, lost the ball. Stevens took it, 8 seconds left. Inside Winchester, shot blocked underneath there. Soria blocked it. Zajeski, a 40-foot pass, had 2 seconds, one, under the basket. Malosnik puts it up and in, at the buzzer. Score the basket to Malosnik. She's got 5, and after 3, Warsaw leads 53-21. We start the fourth in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Maybe it's the first time you remember piling in the whole family to go sledding. Maybe it's the first time you remember riding along with Dad as he plowed the driveways after a big snow. Maybe it's the memories of your Sunday best and priceless moments thinking about things learned, sitting quietly in the back seat as the world went by. No matter where you go or what you drive, build memories together this season. Happy holidays from all of us at R&B Car Company.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
After 3, and this score is correct, Warsaw 53, 4A number 10, Lake Central 21.
Yeah, at this point, Lake Central is now up to shooting 22%. They're just 7 of 32. Warsaw is shooting 57%. They're 21 of 37. And in the game, Warsaw has out-rebounded Lake Central 23 to 29.
Stevens with the ball, Warsaw with it, coming to the near end to start quarter 4. They run push down. They get it to Krebs on the right block. She was screaming as she caught the ball. I don't think she thought she was going to get it. Sander triple teamed, had it knocked away, taken away by Malosnik. 2-on-1 the other way. Malosnik bounce pass left to Clayton, blocked from behind. Sander let a whistle and a foul called. Abby with her second. Free throws coming up here for the Lake Central Lady Indians.
Yeah, good sequence by Lake Central that time. Good job defensively getting the steal, and then nice job in transition of getting an easy look and getting fouled.
Clayton to shoot. She's 1 out of 2. First one's up and no good. We haven't seen Essence Johnson for a long time in this game. She picked up 3 fouls in the third quarter. She has still not scored in the game. Bishop, their leading scorer in the season, is half her average right now. Clayton puts that one up and in. So she's got 2 out of 4 at the line for her 2 points. Bishop back in, 7:38 left. Warsaw leads by 31. Krebs in the backcourt, 1-on-1 against Bishop. Caseland dribbling right, throws it off to Stevens. Sander 1-on-1 on the post, out to Winchester. Thought about the 3, drives it down the lane, got all the way in and scored.
What a great move by Winchester that time. Gave a little pump fake out at the 3-point line and then went to the hoop.
That's the thing about Brooke. She can make that 3-point shot. It's in the scouting report. You give a head fake and drive right down the basket like she just did. That is going to be on the film too. Down inside, Zajeski turns and shoots and banks it in over Abby Sander. Zajeski with 7 points. Warsaw leads 55-24, a minute into the fourth quarter. Stevens, 1-on-1 against Wimberley. Zigzagging her way across the line out to Krebs on the left. Out to Winchester between the circles, near side Stevens at the arc. Bailey puts on the floor with the right hand, drives into traffic, forced one up, bad shot, taken away. Shot was blocked. Wimberley comes out of there with it. Wimberley drives down the middle of the lane, off balance shot, banked in. That gives her 4, and then the Lady Tigers throw it out of bounds. It's going to belong to Lake Central.
And that's carelessness. That's just carelessness that time. They got in a hurry. They need to slow down a little bit. I like this speed. I like the transition. I like the pace they're paying, but now they've got to be careful and take care of the ball.
Taking 45 seconds off the clock is not a terrible thing here.
Absolutely not.
Wimberley sends Malosnik through, goes 1-on-1 against Stevens. Now Malosnik pops out top of the circle. Back to Wimberley, right wing for 3. No good. Good block out by Sander and Winchester. And they both look at each other like, you want this one? No, you can have it. Okay, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, hit the floor right in between them because they blocked out so well.
Stevens out to the right, Winchester. Down toward the corner for Peterson. Peterson finds a curling Krebs. She'll drive the basket. Off the glass, no good. Fights for her own rebound. Couldn't grab it. And Zajeski comes out of there with it for Lake Central. Now to Malosnik. Long pass down the court. Good pass inside. And Bishop scores. Winchester turned just too late. And Bishop put it in to make it 55-28. And a whistle and a foul called. Wimberley picks up her first all the way at the other end.
Yeah, Wimberley and Stevens, that's been a really good matchup tonight because Wimberley is so quick and she's always right there in your face. And, of course, Stevens plays with such intensity all the time.
Peterson to throw it in right in front of the Lake Central players. Bounces into Krebs, and then her pass is knocked free. Bodies are flying everywhere, and it's taken away by Wimberley. She's sitting on the seat of her pants. She got it to Bishop. Inside Zajeski, and she puts it in. Lake Central trying to take the game back, even though they're still down 25 with 5:10 left. Stevens up the far sidelines, racing down the middle, out to the near side, right through Winchester's hands. That's a perfect pass and out of bounds, and it belongs to Lake Central. And here comes Bergen back into the game, and Lenny Krebs wants a timeout. And he gets one. 5:11 left to play here in the fourth. It is a full timeout, so we'll take one too. Warsaw with the lead, 55-30 over Lake Central. And we're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do? Oh what you gonna do? Cause the boys in blue. Car stalls won't start. Oh what you gonna do? Oh what you gonna do? Cause the boys in blue. Wrecking in these states and be the best race. Take the next step, go records in depth. Go with the guys who got the best tools. If you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you. Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do? Go records in depth to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
go records in depth.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Again, the Lady Tiger Tournament a week from tomorrow. Warsaw will take on Chesterton at 10 o'clock a.m. on the 30th. That'll be followed by Kokomo and Garrett. And then the consolation at 6 and the championship at 8. This will be the best, most rounded field we've had in the Lady Tournament for a while. Wimberley blows by 2 Lady Tigers and scores, and it's 55-32. The 32-point lead is down to 22, or 23. Bergen down to Sander on the block, backs into Zajeski and banks out 2 ball. Abbey with 15 points, 57-32 Warsaw.
Yeah, when you need a sure basket, get the ball down inside, and Sander that time delivered for the Lady Tigers.
Johnson left wing against Peterson. Now to Zajeski, right of the key beyond the arc. Passes inside, good catch by Bishop. She'll shoot it lefty, off the glass and in. Bishop with 12. Warsaw's lead again, 23. Krebs will break the press herself, angling from near side to far. Now right in front of the bench, she is trapped and gets it out of there to Bergen. Now back out to Stevens. Stevens back to the far side to Krebs. Now top for Bergen, left side Stevens. Looking for cutters, finds Peterson. Now to Sander out on the right. Sander holds, finds Krebs top of the circle. Now to Peterson. Drives the left baseline, stops, throws it back out Sander. Sander back to the corner to Peterson. Back out to Sander. 3:45 left to play, fourth quarter. Warsaw leads 57-34 against the number 10 team in 4A. Stevens shakes free of Wimberley. Back out to Peterson, around to Krebs. Krebs takes a look. Sander cuts to the corner. Caseland spins down the side of the lane. Sander sizes up a 3 but didn't shoot it. Caseland left corner. Looks inside, dumps it down to Sander. She'll dribble to the baseline side and bank home it again.
Great drop step by Sander that time. She used a power dribble, a huge drop step, and then banked it in.
Sander with 17. 59-34 Warsaw. Malosnik against Stevens. Hard drive to the right, blocks. Oh, and Sander went down hard. Play goes on, 2 players down at the other end. Krebs in transition for 3, book it. The career high just keeps bumping a little higher. It's 24 now for Caseland, 62-34. Malosnik and Sander rejoin the play. Everything is fine. But no doubt both of them are going to be a little sore tomorrow. Wimberley on the drive, a floater off the glass, no good. Sander another rebound. Abbey's got to have a double-double. Peterson in transition, across to Sander. Holding, throws it out to Krebs with 2:20 left. Stay tuned after the game, final scoring, final stats. Interview with Lenny Krebs, a drive by Peterson. Shot an air ball and out of bounds. She tried to shoot it straight in rather than step out a little and bank it, and missed it.
That's it exactly. She drove the baseline. She was coming right at the basket from the side. And like you said, instead of creating an angle to bank it, she tried to put the ball in the hole and shot it right over the basket.
Krebs is out. Her night most likely over. What a night she had. A 14-point first quarter thanks to 4 3-point baskets. Malosnik from 30 straight out, no good. Sander the rebound for Warsaw. She might be at 15 rebounds. Bergen, Sander at the free throw line, puts it on the floor, double team, turns and shoots, had it blocked. Bergen fights for it and got it out of there. Out to Winchester with 1:48 left. Both teams now will make massive changes And Stevens dribbled in the lane, and her brakes didn't work, and she stumbled and traveled. And here comes Layla Knepp into the game for Warsaw. Brooke Winchester is in. Abby Taylor is in. Morgan Nichols in for the Lady Tigers. Well, I said to Lenny Krebs in his office before the game, I said, you know, playing this tough schedule is great, but don't you have to win one somewhere along the line? And he kind of brushed that off. I don't think he'll brush that off here because this is a huge win for the Lady Tigers.
This really is a huge win. It's a confidence booster, and it's just a good win over a really good team.
Winchester knocked it free. Abby Taylor stole it. Knepp down to the post for Nichols. She's surrounded. She's laying on the ball. The play goes on. Now whistle sounds. Held ball. Air belongs to Lake Central with 1:16 left to play. Well, they needed the big feather in their cap. They started the year with Norwell, which is a terrific win. And by the way, Norwell, I think, has lost twice to Columbia City and to us. And they needed a big win, and they are going to get one here. And the whole state's going to go, they did what?
Yeah, it's the margin of victory that they're going to look at and say, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Weber, left side for Bryn Leonard, who played in the JV game. Lake Central won the JV game, by the way, 32-27. Clayton in the corner for three. Oh, air ball. Rebound back up and in by Blevins. Kylie with her first two. 62-36, 38 seconds left. Down inside Taylor, half hook. Good. Abby with points 12 and 13 on the season. Warsaw by 28 again. Half a minute to go. Clayton cuts down the lane. Oh, shot off the bottom of the rim, no good. Rebounds Blevins, and she sheds off Morgan Nichols just like she's a coat in wintertime. Just kind of tossed her aside.
She really did. Yeah, she shed her off like nothing was there.
Weber to throw it in baseline right. Into the corner for Blevins. Throws it out for Leonard. And back to Clayton. Clayton with 15 seconds. Down to the corner. Weber for three. Good. That's her fifth of the year. That makes it 64-39. Long pass down court. Nichols will tap it back into Taylor, who'll put it off the glass and miss it, but a foul called. Blevins with her second with 3.5 left. Warsaw will shoot 2 free throws.
You know, we haven't commented on it yet tonight, but we got a couple of special guests up there in the crowd from our conference. Some of those coaches, do you think they're kind of shaking their heads at what they see tonight?
Probably. I wasn't going to say anything until I made sure that he was in the car.
I get it. I understand that totally.
Taylor makes the first free throw. Doug Springer is here. Of course, the Lady Tigers will open up the 2022 portion of the schedule with the Lady Raiders right here in the Tiger Den. Taylor makes both. 3 seconds to go. Leonard will dribble it out. And the Warsaw Lady Tigers have upset number 10 Lake Central. Final score 66-39. Post-game coverage begins after this 90-second break on News Now Warsaw.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Maybe it's the first time you remember piling in the whole family to go sledding. Maybe it's the first time you remember riding along with Dad as he plowed the driveways after a big snow. Maybe it's the memories of your Sunday best and priceless moments thinking about things learned, sitting quietly in the back seat as the world went by. No matter where you go, or what you drive. Build memories together this season. Happy holidays from all of us at R&B Car Company.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard.